Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's Tuesday morning. Welcome to the 6 a.m. Swingers Club Kettlebell training with RKC certified trainer Sensei David Hills.
And the amazing Coach Kendra.
Thank you so much. So happy to have you here on this Tuesday morning. We are actually on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and also Creators Circle, which is my tribe. So
Good morning, Creator Circle.
I'd like to welcome all of you this morning to this inspirational live video. So what we do is we do a little bit of inspiration at the beginning and we workout. And so I'm going to start with the inspiration. Today, what we're talking about is working hard. Now, yesterday we talked about taking a break and making sure that you have fun time and play time involved in the things that you do. Well, today we're talking about working hard, but not just any kind of work. What we're talking about is taking a lot of action towards your goals. So we all have these big goals and dreams, which is great, and the bigger the better. But if we're not taking aligned steps towards the goals, we're never going to get there. And a lot of times people think that just being busy doing things is and then just kind of manifest what you want is going to do the job. And the way it works is you manifest it in your mind, in your heart, and then you take aligned action, specific actions towards your goals, and then you set it. And that's how you create the things that you create. But you have to take specific aligned action. Now, we do a kettlebell workout, so Sensei is going to talk a little bit about what aligned action means in terms of our kettlebell workout this morning.
This is actually pretty basic when you think about it. When you're talking about athletics, especially when you're talking about resistance training, putting your body under load, if you do this aligned, meaning aligning your body and the weight that you're moving with proper kinesiology, proper body movement and function, especially under load. If you do it properly, every time you do it, you'll get stronger. If you do it improperly, misaligned action, all you're going to do is prematurely wear the body. So you're going to essentially create repetitive motion injuries very, very quickly. So aligned action on a physical level is just as important as aligned action on a spiritual, emotional, and mental level. It's key. It's key to success. The difference between people who go to the gym week after week, year after year, getting very little result, and between those people and people that go and just knock it out of the park right away, get results. In 1 year, they'll get the results that people who've been going to the gym for 5 years have had. It's doing it right. Learn how to do it right.
And then take action.
And then take action.
And you can, precisely. And taking this into your own life. A lot of times what will happen, what I see happen is, or the problem that I see, is that people will take action and get themselves busy, and then like David was saying, they get tired or they get disillusioned because it's not working. Mm-hmm. And that's when you get frustrated, and that's when you quit. That's when you stop because things aren't happening for you. So taking our message for today is taking aligned action. Make sure that the actions that you're taking are aligned with the goals that you want to achieve. Mm-hmm. And you can also do that by your tribe. Make sure you have a group of people or person or a mentor or a coach that can help you see what the path is to your goal, so you can take that step-by-step aligned action. So that's important as well. Mm-hmm. So let's see who we have on here today.
Well, for some reason, I see a lot of names. I see like
my sissy. Morning.
Say something so we know you. So we know it's you.
We've got My Kitchen Laboratory is on. Love and pillars. And good morning. And I can't see if you're like person, so you want to take the person and those are the people who are on. Yes, that's right. I'm not quitting. Exactly. Take your mind out of it and just keep going. And what will happen is you start to see things unfold and happen for you. That's the way it works. Diane. Hi, Diane. So, Diane, you're seeing pink clouds on
The accidental
thing
pink
here.
cloud.
I accidentally hit unicorn pink clouds, so I'm not really sure why this is happening. But I off there, so that's right.
So anyway, let's talk about something that you're going to use in your training today. And I use you as a
yes.
Okay, turn around. Okay, there are two muscles, one on each side in the low back. So the hip ends here, the end of the top crest of the ilium ends about here. The rib cage comes down and ends here on the 12th rib. There's a space where there's no ribs. Right? In that space, on each side is a muscle called quadratus lumborum. It's called quadratus. Square. Yep. It attaches. It attaches. Lean forward just a hair. It attaches at the bottom of the 12th rib along the what would that be? The lateral aspect of the lower lumbar vertebrae and across the top of the ilium. And then it's nothing here. So it makes a square. And there's one on each side. Thank you, Kendra. And what those do, remember all muscles do is shorten. So when the one on this side shortens, it lifts the hip. It brings the hip up closer to the rib cage. And the same thing on the other side. And what that does is that when we walk, we fire that muscle and it picks this leg up. And then you release it. And then you fire the next one and you release it. It essentially shortens your leg so that it has room to swing by. This muscle is incredibly important for the free-flowing movement of your hips while you walk. Anybody, watch this, anybody who's seen an old, doesn't have to be an old person, anybody that's hurt their low back, they walk around like this with their backs totally stiff, right? If you open those muscles up, the hips will move naturally again, and you'll be able to take a more natural stride, and you won't look like you've messed your back up. Because what happens is the muscles of the back will tighten to splint it when it feels like there's an injury, and then it doesn't open back up again. So what we're going to do this morning is we're going to figure out how to open that muscle up. So go ahead and have a stand here. What you're going to do is the side bend series that we've done, the windmill and the bent press. These movements are designed, or they activate those muscles by design. So start with the feet pointing straight ahead. Turn them to the side at 45 degrees. The back leg is straight and the front leg is bent. And you're not going to lean this way. You're going to lean the other way. You're going to kick your leg back and bend the front knee until your elbow rests on the knee. Now, already you should be stretching that muscle in the back, right back here. If it's not, reach a little further, put your fingers on the floor, or even your palm. Come back up. You're going to do it again. This hand, slide down, palm forward, kicking your hip back. Look to the ceiling. And come back. Point the feet the other way. Bend the front leg, straighten the back, kick the hip back, bending to the side. Feel this right back here in the quadratus lumborum. Try and bring your belly towards your thigh. Hands on the floor. All right, let's warm up just a little bit. Hands on your hips. So we're going to work on that muscle in our workout today.
This always feels good first thing in the morning, right?
Yeah. And the other way.
And, don't discount these exercises that we're doing in the beginning. These are very
Run
important
stead.
to get your body warmed up for the harder work that we will be doing today. And you
Ron, give me a call for tile work, dude.
This is something I wanted to say too.
Oh yeah, we'll be on location.
Yeah, so we've got a surprise for you. The next 3 days, starting tomorrow, we're going to be in a different town. We're going to be on location
In Camden, Maine.
And we're going to be doing our workout on the go. So this is another thing is what's cool about doing this type of workout at home. You can take it anywhere you
That's right. Kettlebells are portable.
Or if you go somewhere where there's a gym that has kettlebells.
Pavel, he says he's known soldiers to take their kettlebells to war with them. So whatever your excuse is, it's bullshit.
It's one of those limiting BS, limiting beliefs about yourself.
Indeed. Okay, guys, let's do it. Let's go ahead. It's 6:11. We got time to warm up just a little bit more. Nice and wide, nice low horse riding stance. Sink nice and low.
This is the first time I've done this video.
With my students, I used to do what's called the horse stance test, where we lay a stick across the knees. If your legs are like this, it'll roll off. So you have to get your legs so that they're parallel to your thighs parallel to the ground.
Wow, you're good at this.
Nice. Palms out in front of you. Reach back. He goes. 2, 3. Other way. What's that?
I might take it to run backwards. My horse is not cooperating.
Other hand. And the other way. 1, 2.
This is such a great stretch.
3. Hands on the floor. Straighten your legs. Cross your arms and hang. Stretching the hamstrings. Come on, back up. Shake your legs out.
Yeah.
Grab our
Ready?
kettlebell.
Everybody ready? Let's see who else I have. Instagram. Love my face.
All right, grab your kettlebell.
I just wanted to look. I guess we're okay with the lighting.
Grab your kettlebell, put it between your feet. Handle east and west. Fold at the hip. Hinge. Sit back. 2 hands on the bell. Seat your shoulders. Tighten your core, drive into your hips. Good. Sit back. Keep the shoulders fired. 2, 3. 5. 10 swings. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 swings. 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 10 sw Bring it to the bottom. Bring it around your body. Here we go. 3, keep your body still. Other way. Grab it by the horns. Hoist it up for the halo. Seat the shoulders, bringing it around. The ball is down in the back, up in the front. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7, 8, 9. And other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And set it down. Set it down behind you, actually. Move it out of the way. Come on down to the ground on one knee. Place this hand on your knee. The other arm is straight. You're going to kick your hip back till your hand touches the floor. Come back up. Push your hip forward. Now, don't lean back. Just push the hip forward. Push the hip back. Touch the elbow. Keep your elbow on the ground. Look to the ceiling. Reach for the sky with your left hand or with the free hand. Now, imagine you have a kettlebell in that hand. You're going to think of punching. Push to the ceiling as you come to a straightened position. Don't bend your elbow now. Look to the ceiling. Touch the hand. And then the elbow. Go back up. Pushing straight for the sky. Again, down. And elbow. And if you can, reach your hand through. Grab hold of your foot. Try and touch your shoulder. And back up. Elbow in. Change feet. This motion, part of the Turkish get-up, part of the windmill, part of the bent press, is crucial to understanding your body and therefore understanding kettlebell. Actually, no. Keep your hand on your knee.
No.
Kick your hip back. Put your hand on the floor. Back up. Push your hip forward. Firing the glute. Now push the hip back. Touch the hand and then the elbow. Hold it there on the ground. Take the other hand and look up. Reach for the sky. Now, imagine you have a kettlebell in your hand. Punch towards the ceiling. Keep your arms straight the entire time. Look up at the kettlebell. Kick the hip back. Hand, elbow. To the sky. One more time. Hand, elbow, shoulder. And rise. Pull it in. Do it with the kettlebell. Use the small.
I'm not sure.
Oh, you can use the small one. Sure you like.
I'll try it with this one.
Okay. So going back to the first leg, close to the leg. Make sure that the line from the heel to the knee is plumb. Don't have it bent left or right, forward or back. Keep it that way. Now, I have my left knee up. I'm going to put the kettlebell in my left hand. Rack position. Press it overhead. Now, straighten the other arm, look to the sky, kick the hip back, place the hand.
Smaller one.
Push the hip forward, punching to the sky. Return to a locked out position. Look to the sky, kick the hip back, hand on the floor. Lower it down until the elbow comes to the floor, eyes to the sky. Push the hip back, punch to the ceiling. Keep your core fired. Kick it back. Hand, elbow. Drive the punch up. Return. Set it down. Change feet. Right knee is up, kettlebell in the right hand. To the rack, press overhead. Lock the other arm. Look at the kettlebell, kick the hip back, touch the hand. Punch towards the ceiling. Turn to lockout, bicep to the ear. Push the hip back. Touch the hand and then the elbow. Eyes to the sky, don't take your eyes off the kettlebell. Press to the ceiling with control. One more of those. Kick the hip back. Keep the core fired at all times. Drive to the ceiling. Elbow down, bring it to the rack. Set it down. Whew. Stand back up. Nice. A little bit. Hope you could all feel that working on that muscle in the back. Is it good?
Yeah. I had a problem getting down to my elbow.
Yep. The flexibility, full range of motion, really what we're working on that. So the way it works is this. If you have an injury, you do nothing until that injury is fixed. If you don't have an injury, then the next thing you have to work on is range of motion. Once you have complete range of motion, then you can increase the resistance. But it doesn't make any sense to work an injured muscle or joint, and it doesn't make any sense to strengthen a muscle that does not have complete range of motion. So that's why we use a light weight. We use a light weight until we get complete range of motion with injury-free, and then you either go up in kettlebell weight or you increase the speed which effectively, with ballistic weightlifting, effectively increases the weight as well.
So what he means by this is I went down to my baby weight because I am learning the correct form.
Just like we said earlier, you don't want to do a heavy weight with incorrect form. Yeah. That's injury.
Yeah. So
okay,
that's what we're doing.
Now you can go back to your regular weight.
Okay.
We're going to do some stuff overhead. So do long cycle, swing to the rack and press. And snatch. There you go. Oh, fine.
I'm going to try it.
Okay. All right, let's go. Go back to your regular weight kettlebell or your heavy kettlebell. We're going to do some long cycles, swing to the rack and press. We'll do 20, 5 on each side. We'll do that twice. So, kettlebell between your feet. Reach back. Seat the shoulder. Lift. Swing it to the rack position. Use your hips. Press it overhead. Return. Swing. Rack. 2. Swing. Rack. 3. Swing. Rack. 4. Return, change hands. 1. 2. Change hands. 1. 2. 3. 4. Change hands. 1. 2. 3. 4. Sit it down.
Ah, that was a good one with this heavy weight.
Very nice. All right. Whew. Let's go to the snatch, actually. So we're going to go, let's go 10 on each side. Same thing we just did.
5 and 5.
5 and 5. 5 and 5. We're going to wrap it up. Okay. Whew. All at once, all the way overhead. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Change hands. 1.
Go down to my smaller one on this one.
That's okay.
I'm not good form. This one seems light.
Change hands. Last one. 1. Nice.
No shame in my game. Yeah, I had to go down a little bit on that one because we were going overhead, and I felt that my form was not correctamundo. So,
Well, you know, form is way more important than anything else.
so
If you need to go down in weight, do it. Consistency, way more important. Form and consistency, way more important than the size of the weight that you use.
I'm gonna put my head up here too.
Whew.
How do you like that?
Lovely.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us this morning. You know, it's going to be exciting tomorrow morning. You're going to have to see how we have this set up because we're going to be on location. We are going to be in
Camden.
Camden, Maine, which is another beautiful location. And see if we can find a spectacular view to do our Kettlebell workout tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The 6 a.m. Swimmers Club with RPC certified trainer David Hills and
The
myself.
lovely coach Kendra.
Thank you so much. Sending all of you love, peace, joy, happiness today to create a special day for yourself today. Work hard towards your aligned goals, just what we talked about in the beginning of today, and you will start to see things happening. You'll
That's
start
right.
to see abundance come your way. You will see it happening, but you have to take that aligned action in order to make it happen.
Right. Remember, if you can't be good, you're good at it.
Love you all. Have
See
a
you guys
fantastic
tomorrow.
day.